Everyone loves an unexpected plot twist, but your education shouldn't be one of them. And nobody understands that better than Southern New Hampshire University. SNHU's online degree programs provide the flexibility you need, backed by support you can count on. With over 200 affordable options in psychology, criminal justice, business, and more, SNHU is built to fit your life and your budget. Visit snhu.edu/lastpodcast to learn more. That's snhu.edu/lastpodcast.
Courage. I learned it from my adoptive mom. Hold my hand.
You hold my hand.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
There's no place to escape to.
This is the last podcast.
On the left.
Side stories.
That's when the cannibalism started.
Side stories. Yes. A lot of times you guys don't know kind of what goes into making the precious radio that we make. And a lot of it is that. A lot of it's because what's important is that you want all of the mouth and the throat to be speaking.
Absolutely.
Just for once, I want one of these family annihilators to be a family, like, exhilarator.
Absolutely. Have fun with them.
Just have fun with your family. I feel like there's so many other things you could do with your family besides just wiping him out. I know you might be a powerful South Carolina lawyer and things are starting to get a little heated in there, but instead of wiping out the entire family, right, blaming it on a bunch of, like, a faction of hitmen that don't exist in South Carolina.
Sure.
I think that what you should do is take everybody to Six Flags. Because once you're at Six Flags, and this is not a commercial for Six Flags, they refuse to sponsor us.
Yes, well, there can be a little bit dangerous. People get their heads kicked off sometimes.
They do, but you have to be careful out there. But at Six Flags, even the father can be a child. And I know that it's difficult on the father. The father, how much does the father have to do? How much more does the father have to take care of?
Well, quite a bit, it being that they are the father.
Yes.
Welcome to Side Stories, everyone. Ben Kissel hanging out with Henry.
Family exhilarator.
Alex Murdaugh. Oh, my God, this trial. You know what? We don't often think about the person on trial and how hard it is for them.
It's not.
He is openly weeping as he sits there and everyone's like, so it looks like your son didn't end up so well.
Well, I've been watching a lot of the Murdaugh trial. I've been watching a lot of it. I have never seen, it is a building of foghorn leghorns.
It is.
I have never heard I believe I heard the words, I do declare, at least 10 times in the opening statements.
Of course, if they're going to be declaring something, you've got to declare that you're about to declare, and then you make the declaration.
This whole courtroom is out of order.
What's more embarrassing, South Carolina courts or the Wisconsin courts? As we saw with Kyle Rittenhouse, obviously serious subject matter, life and death. Mm-hmm. Oh, now I don't know now. That's now like there's something about a South Carolina accent that I actually think it's a little bit more punitive, though. It sounds a little bit more like I'm about to go to the death penalty and I'm about to get the chair.
Oh, it's hard in this courtroom. It's hard in this courtroom. Now, listen here. Now, this is a trial. This is not a trial. This is a statement.
It's a
statement of South Carolina family. I do like that a lot of the, so far his defense has basically put it, how could he possibly have killed his children? They went to a baseball game.
And you're like, game.
I know, I do understand. Again, he's innocent until proven guilty, but I'm putting a little bit of the guilt stank on there. But his lawyers are really Alec Murdaugh's. Again, just so you know, he's in the middle of the trial right now. You can watch the open statements on, I think it was Law and Crime channel on YouTube. I've been watching all that. It's just
on YouTube. You can just search the name if you want to see a grown man cry. Interesting how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, he is leaking.
He really is. And again, this is a person who grew up, he in the dugout after his family hit a home run. Mm-hmm. He was beyond third base. He was already done. All he had to do was not scam the people of South Carolina.
One.
And murder his entire family.
Two. But also he murdered the maid.
And, of course, the maid.
And the maid also got murdered. I think that the dogs were fine. So at least they were safe. But yeah, he is just a skinny-headed motherfucker, and all these guys are in there, and they're really. But again, if he's proven innocent, I've seen a lot of these
it's possible,
talkbacks, sure, but talkbacks of other South Carolina lawyers, and again, not to get anybody too hepped up, but this is my opinion. I think a lot of these lawyers on the other side, they really want to see Alec Murdaugh win. They kind of want to see him win because they kind of want to see they love it all. They look at it like it's a game because they're all talking about this one guy who was given a reaction because they talk about how on one of the things that have been revealed, part of the evidentiary process is revealed that the Snapchat video that the son took, they believe it proves that Alec Murdaugh was there at the time of the murder. They believe that his voice shows up on that. And they also said on the 911 call, when he calls in, they both said the same thing. And then in the body cam footage with the police officers, Alec Murdaugh said, he's like, well, Maggie and Paul, so many hitmen are out to kill them. There's they've had so many threats on their life. And the one South Carolina lawyer's reaction was, now a cynical man might say that he was planning this murder.
Well, you don't want to be cynical.
A cynical man.
You don't want to be cynical.
Man. A man of the field, he would know he was simply looking for the perpetrators.
Well, to be fair, I guess cynical is probably a good character trait for a juror. Because, of course, you're going to be told that this man is innocent. Now, again, as Henry said, innocent until proven guilty. And we know for a fact in the legal system, sometimes you can be guilty and innocent and then vice versa. So it would be up to his defense attorneys. And as you said as well, Henry, you're right. This dude has a lot of power. He has a lot of ties within the community. There are some people.
A B-team Illuminati. These are guys that are local Illuminati.
South Carolina A-team, though.
Yeah.
And of course, a lot of people just want to keep the status quo, no matter how disgusting it is. Also, if he does end up somehow getting off on this or whatever it might be, his former housekeeper, he screwed her out of $4.5 million insurance settlement. So after she died in a mysterious slip and fall, so that trial will be happening at a later date. So no matter what.
There's blood and water for the Murdaughs, and we'll see how this plays out. But I am cynically minded, and yeah, maybe that's just because I've been hurt. Yes. But I don't mean to be like that because really, if you get down to the core of me, I am an innocent Amish girl. All I want is milk. All I like is milk and weed and other tits. I don't think
they're allowed to smoke weed.
I'm a tight 19-year-old, soon-to-be lesbian Amish girl that is naive to the workings of the world. And I do not know what it means to have a rainbow party.
Yes, indeed.
That's who I am.
You might, though. The Amish also full of STDs, and they like to have a little bit of fun themselves.
Yeah, they like to look under the hood, and that means sucking the dick of a horse.
So Paul Murdaugh, again, that's the son. He was shot in the chest and head with a shotgun at close range. Maggie was shot multiple times, including one shot in the back and additional shots while she was lying on the ground.
And the defense is putting forth that they believe it was two different guns that were used. The rifle that was a rifle, I believe, and a shotgun, and they believe one of the guns is now gone. And so now they're trying to get to the bottom of where they used the same. Well, we'll keep covering the trial. I just have been watching it. I've been fascinated. So I've been fascinated. Well, so if you are into it, you should just check it out because you can kind of see just how it's real boring.
It's a little bit boring, but it's also quite fascinating.
It is fast.
She had been shot, Maggie, that is, with 300 blackout ammo from an AR-style rifle. So there you go. Either way, no matter what, you wake up one day and you're like, my family's all been shot. What happened? It
must have been a series of hitmen. And because Natalie and I talked about it a little bit, too, where it's like, who knows? Because I'm thinking Little Buster. Where's Little Buster? That's the other son that is, the most guiltily named child of the entire family. But yes, we'll see what happens with Buster. Buster is just, he is the Tony Hale of the family.
Yes.
So we'll see where it goes because he could have been there helping.
We are starting to see a couple of the cast of characters as well. Jeff Croft, an agent with the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. It's interesting to hear what he has to say. He says that this is what Murdaugh said after he saw the graphic photos of his slain son. He says, it was so bad. I did him so bad. And then Croft alleged that Murdaugh started crying. And then Alex says, he's such a good boy, too.
Yeah, so he's this whole thing. He's a good boy.
Isn't that a confession?
No.
When you say, it was so bad, I did him so bad. Because I don't know. I wouldn't, if there was a picture of you with a bullet in your head, I would be like, wow, I can't believe I'm so sad. My friend Henry is dead. I wouldn't be like, I did him bad, because then I would think that I had the gun over your corpse and I was continuing to riddle you with bullets. It's just a strange reaction to me. But I don't know. He's mourning. He's also mourning.
I think that it's complicated, like Avril Lavigne said. And you know who made it all complicated? Alec Murdaugh. And so we'll find out.
Yeah.
We will find out, because yes, he was doing a lot of crocodile tears, in my estimation.
Yo,
about
I'm going
his
to
son.
say, though, if they were crocodile tears, he got them flowing.
Yeah, he did.
And I
He
can
had that crick going,
also,
I think, because he knows what's going to be like when he goes to jail.
I can also understand people don't really get it. I don't think that he had the foreshadow, which is interesting because he's an attorney. He knows what the penal system is like.
He was in a
he
full.
knows what jail is
he
like.
was in a full. I think he was in a full spiral. Because he knew all of the financial crimes were coming to a head. And one thing that people are not talking about in the coverage of this crime, which I do understand because it's hard to leap to, which is with family annihilators, as we've covered time and time again, a change in status for the father, as a lot of times is what causes it to all spurt off. It's always financial shit.
But he committed his own change in status once everyone starts dying.
But he's like, it's not my fault. I'm bad at everything. I'm bad at crime. I was a lawyer. Now, wouldn't you want me to be bad at crime? That was the thing. I was too much of a lawyer to be a family annihilator.
Well, Mr. Zabrowski, let's move on from South Carolina and let's get out of this world because I want to read this to you.
Okay.
Because I remember one time I brought up a fella, Stephen Greer. You don't like Stephen Greer.
CIA, he's definitely a CIA op.
I think he had a fantastic YouTube. I watched a 2-hour presentation. I think he did a very nice job.
He wants to sell us to the OBEs.
I don't even know what that means, so I don't care.
He wants to sell us to them.
I'm not quite that involved to have a random feud with a person that doesn't know I exist.
Me and him have to fight on site. Which is actually kind of sad because he's jacked.
He is strong.
But he's a podiatrist, so.
Yeah, so he knows all about feet. So Stephen Greer says aliens, they come and they come in peace. He thinks they're going to bring the world together.
Sure.
They're going to unite us with their technology,
if they are
with their
we
empathy and their love.
Yeah, sure.
However, and I was saying this before the show, the Jerusalem Post is on the tip of the spear for UFO conversations. There's another dude named Malcolm Robinson, and he says he's one of the leading alien experts in Britain, and he wrote over 10 books.
Whoa.
So that's a lot of books.
That is. Honestly, it is.
And he says
he's a musical artist.
I don't know.
He said album Chrono Trigger, so he's made his own. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, he's made his own, what seems to be it's a soundtrack to, I think, a Robert Anton Wilson book.
Yes. Either way, I'm sure it's fantastic. He says the aliens will not come in peace. And as a matter of fact, they're going to make us little spit roast piggies and they're going to eat us and devour us and they're going to kill us.
I believe that. I believe that to be, if they're real, they are. I'm just going to see what this is. Our Chrono Trigger Orchestral Selections Volume 1.
This is his music?
This is his music.
All right. Well, I'll judge how much I want to take him seriously based on how good his music is.
Why aren't you playing me? What is this?
Yeah.
What is this fucking garbage, Amazon?
Well, this is what Robinson...
What is this fucking absolute horseshit?
That's good. Have a meltdown right here. This is what Robinson said when talked about, what are they going to do here? He says, they have an agenda for sure.
Yep.
We can but speculate. And then he says, I wouldn't say they are peaceful due to the thousands of UFO abductions worldwide.
And they are that is assault. It's assault from space. Interdimensionally,
Space assault.
And it is not good because I did that entire documentary. I narrated the entire documentary about experiencers within the hybrid program, and I listened to these people's stories, and it is harrowing. And yes, if they're coming here and they are made out of meat, guess what, Kissel? You're going to be one of their little tents.
I'm fine with it.
They're going to crawl up inside of you.
No, with any luck, they'll treat me like a king. So this is why
that's the thing. Are you going to flip on humankind?
Yeah,
right.
Of course.
Honestly, I can't begrudge you because, again, I understand. You got to jump on what team's winning.
There's the asshole there, Schmarlock. Thank you, man. Go kill him, Schmarlock.
Me?
No, I pointed over there.
Okay, good.
I'd let you live.
Thank you.
So this is what he had to say, and this is an interesting thing for Mr. Malcolm as to why he got into ufology, and this is why I take him a little seriously. Because he says he started out to, quote, disprove these subjects as I honestly felt that there was no validity to UFOs.
J. Allen Hynek.
And then he says, you know what he says? How I was wrong.
See? And you see, that's nice. Another man eating fucking crow.
He said,
because you all need to wise up. I get a lot of people saying, oh, I don't believe in these UFOs, these alien stuff. But guess what, man? Guess what you're going to be at the very end, man? Fucking dead like the rest of us.
Absolutely.
So I say, open up your fucking cloaca of your brain, dude.
So
fucking get into the program, man.
So it took him 20 years to say, you know what? Maybe they are out there. Yep. And then he did a speaking tour because that's where you really made the money.
I mean, for him, that's probably very big money. It seems like he only has 2 albums.
He's been making, is that it?
I'm looking at this right now. So it's Malcolm Robinson. I don't think Robinson, it's the Chrono
Fernando
Trigger
has a look on his face as if he's heard him.
Okay, I have to explain that Chrono Trigger is one of the most critically acclaimed video games ever.
Yes, and he made his own soundtrack to Chrono Trigger.
So this is a very, very famous.
Very famous, but I don't think he made.
No, he didn't. He took the work they did and
he took the work they did.
Because now I'm looking, it's a biography, right? Some facts. All right, here we go. This is according to some facts on UFO and paranormal researcher Malcolm Robinson. Number 1, Malcolm was the first Scotsman to give a lecture on UFOs in America when he lectured on the 18th International UFO Conference in Laughlin, Nevada, 2009. Number 2, Malcolm was the first Scotsman to give a lecture on UFOs in Holland when he lectured at a UFO conference in Utrecht in 2009.
It sounds like he's going to be the first Scotsman everywhere he goes because apparently
Malcolm was the first Scotsman to give a lecture on UFOs in France when he lectured at a UFO conference in Strasbourg in 2010. Number 4, Malcolm was the first Scotsman to give a lecture on UFOs in Ireland, and that's intense.
There's just no other Scottish ufologist, so his resume is just where he went, and everyone's like, first time, huh?
Number 5.
Who cares?
Number 5. Malcolm is one of the only handful of people on this planet who have been down into the murky depths of Loch Ness in a submarine back in 1994. Number 6. Movie mogul Steven Spielberg wanted to help Malcolm catch the Loch Ness monster, but the plan sadly fell through. I don't know why we included it in the bio.
I don't know either, but this is also in the story in the Jerusalem Post. He met with people like Amanda Holden, who I don't know who that is, but apparently somebody successful.
I think that's a prank name because it's just I'm looking for an Amanda Holden.
Oh, that's cute. Steven Spielberg, another person that's met with the man. So interestingly enough, when Robinson did talk about his most frequent ideas or sightings that were reported, he says they don't look different from creatures we usually see in film or television. These are small, childlike features.
We talked just about the Trinity UFO case we covered last week.
Mm-hmm. These are small, childlike creatures about 3 to 4 feet in height with bluey gray translucent skin, large pear-shaped heads with inky black wrapped around their eyes. No sign of any genitalia, and he's
looking. Here's a few of Malcolm's UFO and paranormal experiences. Number 1, Malcolm has been slapped by a ghost, had his hair pulled by a ghost, and he was kicked by a ghost on a number of investigations. Number 2, Malcolm has seen sparkling lights suddenly appear in a haunted bedroom. These lights look like the kids' handheld November 5th sparklers. That's their Independence Day.
November 5th,
but Independence Day from nothing.
It's in Scotland.
It's the revolution that I believe that failed. That's Guy Fawkes Day.
Oh.
Right? I might be wrong. I don't know.
Could be.
He's seen a pair of this is number 3. Malcolm has seen a pair of levitating shoes fly up into the air and crash through a glass window. Number 4. Malcolm had a ghost shout at him to get out of her house.
The ghost.
There's 12 of these. He saw a chest of drawers fly into the air for a Scotsman to see that, float over to him, drop at his feet in a haunted house in Shangford. He was the chief investigator into the Bonnie Bridgeways of UFO sightings. But I mean, again, his CV is there.
He is. He's big time stuff. And he also says he's seen small entities take people into flying objects, held them there for a certain period. He says their lives changed forever, but they are still the men they were, albeit
I believe
that's a different perspective on life.
That's the Epstein flight crew is what he talked about.
Oh, the Epstein flight crew.
He gets those little guys in there because Epstein was saying something about how like little people's eyes are smaller so they see less. And I was like, that's inappropriate.
Gleegler, you abducted the wrong people. These are Hollywood elites with billionaire class people. They are now probing us.
And the man called me a bing bong. I'm going to call the hate crime unit.
Rise from your grave.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform that helps you stand out online. Yes, that's right. You don't have to smash your face with a hammer. You can just start a business. It's got everything you need on Squarespace, from securing your domain to building a professional site and showcasing your work all in one place. Let's say you want to show everybody how you can carve your ribs out of your lower abdomen so that you look more like a Ken doll. That's amazing. You can bring your vision to life with AI-powered design or curated templates, plus flexible editing tools that helps you create something that truly reflects your style, especially if you are somebody that is trying to corrupt the young men of America. That's what Squarespace is really going to help you. Squarespace makes it easy. It makes it easy for you to put all that together, and you just go to Squarespace and do it all. Thanks, Braden. Head to squarespace.com/left for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code LEFT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Summer means freedom. And for adults, summer means work next to freedom. But thanks to Mint Mobile's summer sale, it can almost feel like the work is playtime for the adults. Right now, all of Mint's plans are $15 per month, even unlimited. Free yourself from big wireless and switch to Mint Mobile for high-speed data and coverage on the T-Mobile 5G network. It's so well connected, I could call from anywhere. Deep from well within my bunker, where my AI-fueled robots slowly but surely toil for me, but I know for a fact I'm saving money on my phone plan. Or up above, where I'm training all of my giant Amazon female warriors who will fight in bulletproof mesh. Also, honestly, Mint Mobile's really cheap and it's really reliable, so you should use it. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's mintmobile.com/LPOTL. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 per 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12 months. Plan required, $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabyte hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com. In the United States of America, there's a break-in every 26 seconds. That means somewhere, right now, an intruder is getting closer. The problem is most security systems only alert you after a break-in has already started. That's too late. Choose SimpliSafe to secure your home. Using the Outdoor Camera Series 2 and advanced AI alerts, SimpliSafe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them, stopping crimes before it starts. That's real peace of mind. They've got a really great security system that makes sure people don't get in your house or it makes a big noise. And to me, that's a big deal for me, is that it protects all of our yelling with a siren in our studio, which is one of the most important things that can be protected. I don't care if thieves come and kidnap us. I don't care if marauders come and steal our staff and bring them to another country against their will. As long as our words aren't affected, as long as our precious data isn't affected. And SimpliSafe does that. And for that, I say, God bless you, SimpliSafe. God bless you. God bless you, SimpliSafe. God bless you. Experience greater peace of mind with SimpliSafe, now available with an exclusive discount for our listeners. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplisafe.com/LPOTL. That's half off at simplisafe.com/LPOTL. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Anyway, have we got into any of the? Has anybody talked about? I don't know if we talked about this guy in SoCal. And I do want to talk about it a little bit because it's freaky to me.
You talking about the road rage guy?
This road rage guy that is kind of like, this is it's LA. All right, so let's just say road rage is one of our love languages. So it's important out here. It's how you communicate, right?
Well, there's a lot of people screaming, a lot of honking of the horns.
There is.
Although I'm going to say this, much less than New York.
Yes.
People are far more courteous here. I think it's because more people are, they're armed.
Yeah.
But I've seen people wait 10 seconds at a stoplight and no one honks. I honk.
Oh, no, I honk.
Because I said, we got to go here, buddy.
If there is a left turn signal, You must. If that person has, I'm going to gently say, their head firmly jammed up their ass and they're at the front of the line in the turn lane, you need to move. And so sometimes you can get a little hang because I'm not going to turn, because I have sometimes been a verbal driver. I call it verbal driver. I'm not an angry driver. I'm a verbal driver. I have verbalisms, right? But Natalie, my beautiful wife, sometimes says she will put a hand on my elbow and say, we're all going to get shot in the head.
We're all going to get shot in the head.
You really need to you need to watch yourself. And then I was like, that's why I need to be strapped with C4. So be like, oh, you think you can fucking get me?
Yeah.
I'm going to take out the whole line of traffic. But then that's all, now I'm a terrorist.
Kind of defeats the point of the seatbelt there.
This is, again, I show restraint. Because I'm an artist in the very heart of me, I'm an artist. Again, Amish girl looking to be lesbian. But this man has now done this story with, we were looking for this guy he was in a olive shirt and black pants, and he would drive a Tesla. There's a brand new Tesla too. It's 2022 Tesla Model X.
Interesting. So he's the new Tesla guy. So this is the different Tesla brand. The guy's 36 years old. His name is Nathaniel Radimac. I was just watching a conversation with
But they just got him. They literally just got him.
I was watching a conversation with a woman. She was white. And she said how devastated she is that she can't drive her Tesla without people criticizing her.
I can't.
Because she said she bought the Tesla in 2020 to try to stop global warming.
Oh, she's a hero,
This is actually true. He was on some local news affiliate.
She's a hero, though. How can we make fun of a hero?
She started crying. And she said, I'm just looking for another kind of electric car.
Oh, God, I know.
And then she said,
obviously,
I just wasn't expecting for people to criticize me. And it was the single, I'm going to say she's weak.
I think she's got to walk. She should walk. But it's fine. No, you can't be that upset, all right? Because guess what, man? It just comes down to everybody's mad, all right? No matter what you drive. Don't worry, they hate you. And so Tesla, they've made no comments on it, I think wisely.
I don't think the car, he would have had a road rage in any vehicle.
Yeah, sure.
To be fair.
No. It's fun that it's a Tesla, but yes, no, it is. It could have been any vehicle.
Also, Tesla, if you are a road rage, you're going to lose. Your car will die before the person in the gas-powered car.
You have to charge it up, but Tesla's got really good pickup, so it moves really fast. So that's what he would do.
You zip real fast.
Yes. So he did this thing where and the video is actually he was caught on I want to say it's 10 or 11 different
dash cams,
all these cams. And what he would do is stop in the middle of the freeway, jump out of his car, hit a car with a pipe and go back in. Jesus. But he punched a woman in the face. He he punched a woman in the face. There's a video of him sideswiping and punching the cars as he's driving down the street.
So he doesn't even care about his own Tesla.
No, he's lost whoever this guy is has lost his ever-loving mind because he keeps attacking people, attacking with the pipe. A woman talked about how he wasn't merging, and then she did the give a little honk, and then he pulled his car in front of her, came out, hit her car with the pipe again. And
this is my question: who has a pipe? When it's not Clue.
Not Mario Brothers.
No, it's not. Yeah, he's not a plumber. I do, the idea that he must have seen that pipe and be like, that's a good road rage pipe. That's a good road rage pipe, and then that's what he uses to assault vehicles and people.
I think that he is obviously I think more information will come out about who this guy is and why he did what he did, because a lot of it was not provoked. I know it's ridiculous to say, but it was not remotely provoked.
You think it's a holiday hangover situation? A lot of this happened. 2 of these incidents occurred on January 11th.
It was all right after New Year's Eve. We're all mad that all the emails start again. No one likes that. I hate that.
No, but the emails are just a rehash of last October emails. When are we gonna Anyway, so yes, in this world that we live in now where everything is filmed, sometimes you do get little gems like this. The man who recorded the video said the attacker struck his window several times with the object, but the window did not break. I'm almost going to say this. We all need to drive around like the president of the United States of America.
So every one of our cars should be bulletproof?
We need to have bulletproof cars.
It's very
expensive. You need to have bulletproof windows. I know it is.
Cars very heavy, too.
I know it makes them very heavy, but you also need to carry your own blood in the back just in case.
I always carry a Ziploc bag on my own blood. Every morning I get up, I go to just because what bleeds real easy is your taint. And I let out my taint. I let the blood out of my taint for a little while because again, when I'm sitting like this, then I'm slightly punished as I sit, which is kind of nice. And that makes me feel truly Catholic.
Well, you just take that little plastic thing that's on an inflatable raft that goes into your pool. You have one on your taint. You open it up. Drain it out.
And then I pull out the port and then I just let it squirt out. But the reason why I was kind of fascinated by this case, because it was happening in the Valley, it was up in Glendale and all the type of shit, is that the part of it, there's something about this guy. He was held in $5 million bond, which means somebody agrees with what I'm saying, which is this guy was ramping up to do something. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He has a lengthy criminal history of charges. He was charged for criminal threats, assault, battery, vandalism, possession of meth, which might be the secret sauce here. I think he might have had a little bit of performance enhancing drug here.
And that's really the crime that we need to talk about.
Juicing.
You're going to go commit felonious assault on the highway. Okay, but do it the right way. Natty. Do it the natty life.
Because I am sick of these fucking stolen valor, motherfuckers.
Stolen valor. Absolutely. Yeah, go fine. You can assault 5 to 10 people in a day. So the California Highway Patrol, they say the assaults were all captured on dash cam and several leads were provided to the department, which of course led to the arrest.
Dude, and it was weird because he wore the same shirt and pants for all of it. And he didn't change up but the car had no license plate, which is also one of those things where they just let that roll. Or he must have taken it off when he went to go on his road rage missions.
It does seem like he's like, what you doing? Are you running errands?
I'm going to regulate the highways.
That was the whole purpose of him getting in the car. So he took, let's just say, take a little. Now, I understand, again, in a Mario Kart world, this is fun as shit.
Absolutely.
If you can somehow.
That would be fun. If we were all like in bumper cars.
If we're all in bumper cars, this sounds really fun, minus the actual assault. But the idea of like throwing an egg at somebody. Okay, having a good time. Well, just another bad news report for Tesla. He's got the 2022, which again makes him, he didn't like him before, but now he likes that Tesla brand.
Yeah, I'm glad that they caught him before he murdered somebody, but I also wonder what the hell it's all going to lead to next. Because now that because what do we do know about jail? It doesn't necessarily make you better.
Well, it does make you have less of a license and less ability to get into a car.
Hopefully that they can strip him of his license. I don't know how that works, though. It
doesn't seem like he's going to care. I think this guy might just, at some point...
get shot in the head by somebody.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, unless he's the one who got the gun. And it's going to be very scary once he's out there. But we'll see. I'm just hoping that, who knows? Maybe he's got a thorn in his paw.
Maybe
it's one of those. What could be making him grumpy? What could we do? What
Maybe
can we
it's
do to
all
make
the
them smile?
Crystal meth. Yeah, that makes people grumpy, which is strange because I think at first it makes you happy, then it makes your house clean, but then it makes you grumpy,
it
makes your house messy.
Yeah, and you get house messy, and then everything's covered in blood. Do you think that maybe we could make him smile?
Probably. He might be a listener. We just don't know.
Hey, Nathaniel, thanks for your Patreon subscription.
Thank you.
If you could cut back on some of the rage.
Just cut back on some of the road rage. Or you want to act in a
We'll send you a shirt.
Send him a shirt. That'd be nice. I was going to say send him to Ukraine. Because
that's where you can use your aggression.
He's living a twisted metal life.
Whoa.
In a non-twisted metal world.
Send him out to the Ukraine.
Send him out to Ukraine.
Basically, what we're, again, which I think we've talked about several times in several different episodes of, I will eventually build my Suicide Squad.
I know.
Because, you got that group. He's probably a good one.
Probably not. I don't think he's going to be wrangled in very well.
No, you got, I'm trying to think, and then Marvin Heemeyer. Yeah. He's dead. He's dead. You can't get him in there.
Yeah.
Sad. Eric Trump.
There you go.
We got to send him to Ukraine. I don't know what he does.
Who knows? All I know is he's a real tall. We're not going to talk about it here, but AI does say the end of the world's going to happen in November of this year when the Russians attack Germany. So we'll see if your God is correct.
my
your
robot
love of your AI. Henry, love.
What's it good for?
Well, creating a family.
Yep.
Sustainable friendships.
Sure.
Actually, success comes from love.
I mean, love is the fuel that make it all go up.
It really does. Hate, it might burn fast and quick.
But hey, man.
But love is a nice slow burn.
Hate's a two-barreled gun. One barrel points to you as well.
34-year-old man. He was hospitalized after he ate a banana wrapped in a condom in a fit of rage.
This is the problem, man. Again, rage, dog. Rage.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't do this in a fit of love. This resulted in a serious bowel blackout. This resulted in a serious bowel blockage.
I mean, it made it a bowels.
Look at the bowel blockage.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yes,
now,
and so
this man, he's 34 years young.
Which I actually think good for him for such a age, but I didn't know what a banana would look like in a condom after it was sitting in a person's bowels for a while.
It's cooking. It looks like it was it's interesting because it was sort of like sous vide inside of it. Now,
yeah, it really was. I feel like you could take a little scalpel and you could open it up, and then it's like one of those videos where you're like, it's cheese, or maybe it's cake.
No, this is what he says. Now, he said that he did it in a hormonal rage, which I don't even know what that means. Because, like, does that happen to men? Do we get into? I think it's just like isn't my hormonal
Your
rage
entire
just
life
like
is hormonal.
normal? Yeah, I am just light anger runs over every single thing that I do.
Well, to be honest, I've heard, and I believe it, men also go through their periods. We don't bleed necessarily out of our butts or our penises.
Is this Jordan Peterson?
No, this is true.
Who's saying this?
Doctors.
What doctors?
Every month.
If we bleed out of our penises, we have to go to the hospital.
No, you don't do it. No, every month the
sympathy
body,
periods?
No. Every month the body of both male and female, it goes through a restructuring.
No.
Yeah, Fernando? Thank you for that. Fernando is my savior today.
I am just gonna say we've made a moratorium on talking about biology a long time ago.
Everyone knows this. I honestly Googled the male.
The only thing I know about periods is that every time one happens, I go, yes.
You're married.
That's all I know.
You're
I go,
married.
yes.
You should be happy. You should be happy. You need to procreate because you're married.
Oh my God. Well, are you fucking a Duggar? You sound like one of the Duggars.
They were just in the news again.
Oh yeah. They've made quite a splash.
They made I didn't know one of the Duggars' names was Ginger with a J.
Yeah. They're not. The whole family needs to be scrapped.
Rise from your grave.
Last Podcast on the Left is excited to collaborate with Audible. Audible has a massive range of ad-free crime fiction, nonfiction, and true crime podcasts. You know, there's so many things you could do while you're listening to an audiobook. You can clean up your own personal crime scene. And that's easy to do, and you can learn it all from books. Some people also listen to audiobooks to go to sleep. But you could check out podcasts like This American Life, titles from true crime greats like Michael Connelly and Agatha Christie, and Audible originals like Dr. Death, The Cowboy. You can find whatever you're looking for on Audible. Plus, you can multitask while you do it. Find your next mystery on Audible. Audible. Stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/left. Is there anything better than a summer evening outdoors? Enjoy your space to the fullest with new greenery from Fast Growing Trees. I love a big, thick bush. Fast Growing Trees is America's largest, most trusted online nursery, and they can send me a big, thick bush any time of the day. It arrives at work. It arrives at my car. I can pinpoint on a Google map where it is. Send me a big, thick, brown bush. And they send it immediately when they have it, because sometimes the shaver comes to town. I remember one time I ordered a cherry wood tree from Fast Growing Trees. And my God, I couldn't cut it down, no matter what my father told me to do. I had to lie to him about it. And next thing you know, I became the first president of the United States of America. And even you can become the first president of the United States of America with Fast Growing Trees. Right now, get up to half off select summer planting essentials, plus get an additional 20% off your first purchase with code LEFT at checkout. That's an additional 20% off at fastgrowingtrees.com with code LEFT at checkout. Offer is valid for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply. This is a paid ad by BetterHelp. It's so important to remember with the busyness of the holidays, every holiday, Arbor Day, that day about the planet, President's Day. There's so many things to adapt to in this life, you know, and it doesn't follow a perfect plan. God, ruins the whole weekend. But therapy with BetterHelp, the world's largest online therapy platform, it can be a space to pause, reevaluate, and adjust to any unexpected changes. With over 30,000 therapists worldwide, BetterHelp is one of the leading online therapy platforms. having served millions of people globally. BetterHelp makes it easier to fit therapy into your routine. You're in good hands, too. BetterHelp therapists have at least 3 years and 1,000 hours of hands-on experience, and hold all required education, training, and certifications. It's easy to do, and the help is better over there. You don't have to navigate life's changes alone. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/lastpod. That's betterhelp.com/lastpod.
Anyway, so this guy, again, in some kind of hormonal rage, perhaps he was on his medical period.
I just don't even understand why in the rage. Because again, I've eaten angry. I've eaten sad. You know, I've done all of these things, but it's a condom that he shoved a banana in a condom and he forced it inside of himself. Well, but the OG way, not the butthole. No. Like, he did it through the front door.
I actually don't know what the OG way is on that, the butthole or the front door.
I'd say eating it is the OG way.
Okay.
I think dick in butt is more natural than banana in butt. Because that's a natural extension.
Absolutely. And you're a medical doctor.
So the whole show is what it's about. I've told people, sidestorieslpotl@gmail.com. Send us your medical questions. And we're just going to answer them. I think we're going to do an entire episode. I think Fernando,
we're going to answer their medical questions.
Yeah, people send us your medical questions, and we're just going to answer them one by one because we know what we're talking about, and that's not sarcasm.
That's going to be good for us. So the bizarre case came to light after a dude walked in, and he was like, "Man, I keep on puking, dude, and I'm real nauseous. I got a lot of pain." And they're like, well, what happened?
Wait, what happened there, buddy?
Yeah, he wasn't able to tolerate any food or drink.
That's weird.
And he hadn't had a bowel movement in 24 hours, which, oh my God, I've been watching these extreme eating competitions, beard versus food. It's this guy's got a big beard and he eats a bunch of food, but they're all skinny. All the people doing the eating competitions are skinny now.
We actually have talked about that's actually fairly normal. I remember there was that one Asian girl.
Back in the day, they were fat men.
Small. Yeah.
Remember though? But then the fat men weren't even good at competitive eating.
They were hitting the lip. They're hitting the ceiling because only so much you can do because the fat compresses the stomach. You actually have to be on the skinnier side because then it allows the stomach to expand.
Absolutely. Now they're also working out. Have you seen our hot dog boy?
I've seen our hot dog boy. Yeah,
he's looking hot dog boys.
He's looking good.
So anyway, so the doctor said, okay, so you're feeling sick. You haven't pooped in 24 hours. Let's do a little CT scan. And this is where, if you're a doctor,
and you're just like,
how fun. Because this is where you're like, Steve, come in here really quick.
Come here, look at this.
Because they have to have
come here. Shut up. Look at this. Right. What do you think that is?
Sir, did you wrap a condom in a banana and eat it, sir?
No.
Okay. Well, it seems to be obstructing his small intestine. So the patient reportedly had a history of depression and copped it, which is sad.
Maybe he was just trying to play Mario Kart with his intestines.
I don't know. Yes. Well, it certainly led to a bit of a blockage, and he had a bit of a Bowser effect. So he copped to swallowing the prophylactic covered fruit. And again, as Henry said, in a fit of hormonal rage. And then they did end up taking it out, but it was like a whole surgery.
What's the hormone part of it? Again, he swallowed it. It's not like he chewed it.
But you know where they got it out of? His pooper.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, because then it's closer to the butt than it's to the mouth.
Yeah.
It's got to be much more complicated to go back through. Yeah, because by that point, he's already headed towards the door.
Yeah.
Right? And we all got to be careful. He's lucky his doctor wasn't a monkey.
Oh, he would have eaten that right out of Oh, it would have been like that awesome scene in Nope.
Oh, yeah, I love that. Oh, I love that.
I think he's going to make an entire movie just about that. Ooh, I can't wait. But anyway, so the dude, he's been 3 days in the hospital where some people are having cancer. Other people, they fell and they broke their leg.
I got banana butt.
You got banana butt. And then he was able to poop and eat. And they said, well, once you're pooping and once you're eating, you can get on out of here. Yeah. So the report read 2 weeks after the operation, he was tolerating a low-fiber diet without nausea or vomiting.
Oh, my God.
And then they say he had a return of normal bowel movements and his pain was well controlled.
It's just not even sexual because it's not going up the butt. It's just going in the mouth. And again,
hormonal rage.
Ooh, man, it was just different hormonal rages. I just watched Tales from the Crypt and I eat about $50 worth of Chinese food.
Yes, and that is hormonal rage. At 6 months, he continued to endorse normal bowel patterns and diets. He was able to slowly resume his active lifestyle and did not have any major concerns. But again, the main question is why?
I would fucking keep the oranges away from him. I don't know what he's going to do next. Because an orange, I can't fit through anything. It's about him choking it down. I'm so confused. But hey, you know what? There before the grace of God go I. Because I've never been really in this situation where I've been so desperate, sitting wondering, I want to jam one of them monkey fingers inside of one of these condoms and I want to force them down my throat because guess what? I'm doing me tonight.
Do you tonight? Absolutely. Make it a blockbuster night. Stay in, shove something up your butthole, and really enjoy the most recent Seinfeld season 8.
I do want to say if there's one more serious story I want to cover before we get into more of the sillier. We have sillier topics today.
We do. I mean, we don't even have that much longer to go. But anyway, for this guy, the doctors say usually there's drugs in there.
Yeah,
but he just had a banana, so maybe he was practicing.
And I think that we all get confused. And because again, just choking down the condom as a whole. It just takes so much hormones. It just takes a lot of hormones, and you just got to be really, keep your head in a swivel out there.
Well, my last story is this couple in Tasmania that posted a bunch of pictures of them fucking a fish.
Yeah. Honestly, the
which
fish
does
video,
seem to be much more real. No, I mean, I'm saying, because I know you've been spreading lies about Tom Cruise, who is someone that I respect now because he does his own stunts.
But he's still like hiding Shelley Miscavige. He's got a lot of crimes.
I'm just saying he does his own stunts.
Yeah, we know. We all know.
I don't. It takes me very little to be like, nah.
He's the only one that Scientology worked for.
But these people, the Tasmanian police have urged the users to delete the photo because
it's a woman. I'll put it right here. It's a couple that it is interesting that they've
it's a trout.
They've asked them to please take it down very politely.
I guess it's not illegal. You can have sex with a trout, I guess.
I guess if it's your trout, I guess you could do whatever you want. But there's one still from the video that's still up that it's just a trout sucking on a woman's titties.
There you go.
And that's one lucky trout. But I do think it's gotta hurt because it's got little teeth in it,
buddy. That's what they're into.
She's an interesting, energy-filled woman, whoever she is.
So for anyone who
see the one her holding the fish up like it's a prize?
I did.
Yeah.
For anyone who was like, the internet is going to bring us peace and harmony, it's bring us together. Mm-hmm. For those that don't remember, about 6 months after the internet was invented, there was a picture of a man getting his dick sucked by a fish, and I think that went pre-viral. That was before social media.
And there's Lemon Party, that's good old fun.
And that just happened right away.
Yeah.
So it's never not been what that is.
No. Yeah, they just they're bored. It's Tasmania. I didn't know what they got like going on down there.
I didn't know Tasmania was real until it was like 30, dude. I really thought it was just I thought it was a Looney Tune creation. I had no clue Tasmanian devils were real.
Because it's important to think globally, act locally. And so you're just concerned with the map you got in front of you.
I think you think
globally, act locally, because you can get to local and you can think about the world.
Yeah, but then why are you talking French? Be like, I'm thinking global, acting local. How do the French sound?
What you're doing is a tactic that I like to do too, called log jamming the conversation, so that everyone leaves because everybody can see. Because then you have to be. It's helpful with the police.
I'm the condom and I'm the banana and I'm in your rectum. Oh, great.
I guess I will wait to this story. Maybe next week we'll cover it a little bit more detail when there's more information. But Murdaugh, that is a PA woman, Pennsylvania, 26 years old. She shot and killed her parents and then herself in a murder-suicide pact where she put out a video on the internet, on YouTube, under the name, I don't know how much longer this is going to last, called Lioness Arising. And it's a long, rambling video where she talks about abdicating the throne of England, about how she's the next queen, and she has abdicated the throne.
She didn't do a lot of self-editing.
No. There's no like cool wipes. There's no cut to like fun footage. There's no cute cat videos in it.
But so she's not. So she was the queen, and then she says, "You know what? I've given it up."
I think that she had a mental breakdown, but her parents were so religious with her. Basically, in this video, she sort of cops the idea that I am the Antichrist and I've been born. I'm the perfect choice for the Antichrist, which is why I'm going to be the Queen of England. But then, I think she's getting a whole other world Bible we're not getting. She's reading a book we haven't received. But then somehow her parents, because they're saying that there is evidence that points to the fact that the parents allowed her to shoot them, that they believed her or whatever she was saying, and they made some form of pact saying, I'm the Antichrist and I'm going to kill you because you created the Antichrist. And they went, yep, checks out.
Well, then do you get away with it? If they agree, if they sign the paper.
They're all dead. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, she's dead too.
Everybody's dead. Yeah. So it's like, it's all just a story. It's just like fucked up. And you know, you just gotta be careful when you have children. That's why I was watching one of those Explore With Us videos last night about a 15-year-old that murdered his mother with a sledgehammer completely out of the blue. Like literally she had no idea. They were like sending like fun texts back each other back and forth, you know, and you just never know. You never know what you made. You don't know what they're doing in there. Yeah, most of the time your son's just in there masturbating, but 1 out of 10 times he's in there thinking that he's going to be the next king of England, and that's not good.
Go back to masturbating.
Go back to masturbating. Honestly, I think that's maybe a good thing to do is supply them with porn.
They don't need to be supplied with porn. They can get it on their own. They create it in their mind. Also, if that's the worst thing your kid is doing, you're doing just fine.
Kids
can't
gotta
imagine.
jerk off, I guess.
I don't know what it must be like again to be a parent and walk into a 14-year-old boy's bedroom.
Oh, I wear a mask. I'd wear a mask, and I just I just go in with the steam shoot. I just literally would blast it with a hose. Just thinking about my room, what that was like. Ugh.
All right, well, let's do Hero of the Week, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
All right, this week's Hero of the Week is Elvis Presley's diet.
Yo, that boy. Because, you know, last week I opened with a little bit of I set up with fact that was immediately then proven to be false.
What?
Because I said, in my mind, I was like, you know, I'd heard tell that Elvis wasn't as fat as we thought he was. But then I looked it up. He was actually very obese. He was
towards the very end. But anyway, it's we're beginning to understand just a little bit more of what his food lifestyle was like.
Yeah, it was a lifestyle.
For those that don't know, I'm sure you do, but he died alone in his bathroom at the age of 42.
Which is really sad. He was so young. And then he also was, he was pushing too hard because he was on all the pills.
He was on all the pills. He was 350 pounds and he gained all of that weight in just 5 years. Oh, wow. What he would do was consume 10,000 to 12,000 calories a day. And he would eat something called a fool's gold loaf.
Well, that's the story. Because have you heard the story?
Oh, I know the story.
It's like a famous story where he said to the Memphis Mafia, "Hey, everybody, we got to get on a plane. We got to go to Colorado." And that's what they did. They went to Colorado to get his favorite sandwich.
The fool's gold loaf. And so what is that, you would say? Well, it's a hollowed out loaf of bread.
It is. It's an entire loaf of bread.
An entire loaf of bread, a jar of peanut butter, a jar of jelly, several packs of fried bacon. It's 9,000 calories, and that was one of his favorite dishes. He also had the fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. That's very famous.
Well, yeah, and he had his apparently his cook, he had her remake it 5 times until she got the formula right. And she said that what you'd have to do is, she said the trick was, what Elvis loved is that you needed a full stick of butter for each sandwich. That's what he liked, and you gave him what he wanted. And he was just like, I'll tell you what, no matter where I go, you gotta drop with me.
Well, there you go.
You know, and that's a man who knew what he wanted. And he would get on a plane and he'd go get that 9,000 calorie sandwich, which is still to this day sold at this restaurant.
I want to get it.
I want to get it, called the Colorado Mine Company.
It looks kind of delicious, kind of disgusting, kind of perfect.
I sent this to Eddie, like Ed Larson, until you know, like, hey, let's think of this.
Was he offended?
What he was offended at was the price of the sandwich, which is $37.95.
Yes, but
and
again,
he was like,
it's a full jar of peanut butter, a full jelly jar.
You're taking me. That's what I said.
Peanut butter is not cheap.
That's what I'm saying. But I said it to Eddie, and he said that markup is criminal.
No,
that's what he said.
It's a restaurant.
Eddie is my restaurant knowledge man.
Yeah, but it's a full fucking jar of this stuff. They're not just like little sandwiches.
I am now Eddie. You are what I said. That's literally what I said. He was just like, that's preposterous.
That's
preposterous. He was getting mad at the menu just for sheer, hormonal rage.
So the diet of Elvis Presley is also a
we
hero.
better watch Eddie. Because if his hormonal rage is starting now, and we know he loves bananas. He eats like 3 bananas a day.
He's a banana guy. This is what, according to author James Gregory, wrote on a book, The Elvis Presley Story. He says, note for his future wife, Elvis loves enormous breakfast, complete with sausage, bacon, eggs, fried potatoes, home-baked rolls, and coffee.
Yum, yum.
He has a tremendous appetite at breakfast.
Yeah,
he goes on to say, his wife should never develop elegant or expensive tastes.
Yeah.
So he's like, if you even think about having caviar in this house.
Was some kind of fish? He said that he loved burnt salmon that was covered in sugar. He liked sugar glaze. It had to be. But
he was on the tip of the spear of the bacon. I actually think bacon is a little bit overhyped.
Well, that's nowadays. The whole thing. It became memed. Once it became memeified, then everyone got into the bacon. I'm fine. I like bacon, but it's fine.
It's fine. But he was, whatever. He was the first one to candy it.
Yes, he was bold. I don't know if he was the first one to ever candy it, but he liked it to be candied.
He also, between peanut butter fried food, he also loves his meat. This is what he said.
This is how much I love this subject, is that I didn't even comment the fact that this is not a human or a hero or even in a story. I just love this.
Every meal he ate had to contain some sort of meat, whether it be roast beef, ham steaks, boneless chicken, hamburger steaks, meatloaf. And of course, Presley loved everything with the bacon.
Me too. What he called those? What was his special? Was his special balls? What did he call them when he put them around the
Elvis's party meatballs?
Elvis's party meatballs. Yeah, because those are meatballs covered in bacon.
Can't wrap in bacon.
I fucking love him, man.
This is why I'm also going. I can relate to him.
Oh, of course.
This is the only world-class celebrity where it's like, that's all you do. You just want to eat. So it'd be like, if we just did a weekend with him, we wouldn't have to hang out. We wouldn't have to have absinthe with any weird ass cringy people.
Tripping balls and fucking meatloaf, dude.
Just eat. Eat.
Can you imagine a life where it could have been you, me? We got Chris Farley, Elvis,
Memphis Mafia,
James Gandolfini.
Oh my God.
Let's
bring John Candy into that.
With that dinner. With that fat man celebration, a real celebration. We gotta get a crew of fucking fat boys together.
Another one of his favorite sandwiches.
We gotta get a crew together. We gotta go out and go someplace and get fucking like big, large format eats. And then everybody comes in like, I want to go to a place, and the waiter says like, stop. Stop. Why
are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Do you remember we got close that one time?
Where?
It was, do you remember when it was the second meal we had that one big Vegas trip where we went and we just kept ordering the food, and then because we were hammered, the woman was like literally being like, "This is enough."
Yeah,
this is enough. And then
I want
to get chased out.
Yes, indeed.
Like John Panette.
There you go, John Panette, another fantastic man who happens to be dead.
They're all dead.
Every single person that you mentioned. I'm active. I'm trying to lose a little weight, but after I lose a little, then we can eat a bunch. That's the goal. Another one of his favorite sandwiches was burnt bacon crumpled on top of mayonnaise, canned black olives, chopped pecans between white bread.
Yeah,
but you know what? Just to save a little bit of calories, he had his crust removed.
Hey, man, it's a lot of bread. You don't want to carb up too much. He's not running a marathon.
You liked oyster Rockefellers. So anyway, I just read this article, and now I'm hungry.
I'm
starving. I'm salivating, and I know he's dead, and like, it's bad, and like technically this is supposed to be like a cautionary tale.
Side stories, lpotl@gmail.com. If you have any dietary, if you want to ask us about kind of like our advice as to how to help your diet and your nutritional values, just send those out. We'll help you right it. We're going to go through each one of these emails. We're going to have a whole medical advice episode.
This article also says snack time was all the time because he had his morning snack was 4 scoops of ice cream with 6 chocolate chip cookies. On top of that, he would eat coconut cake made by his beloved mother.
Yep.
And during the entire day, Presley would sip on his favorite sodas, Pepsi, Nesbitt's Orange.
Yeah, these are old.
And Shasta Black Cherry. So I'm going to say this. Sadly enough, the addiction that he did have was maybe worse for you than heroin.
Well, that's what we talk about all the time. I remember when my mom went to Overeaters Anonymous for a period, and they do talk about that because, again...
Did they cover Fat Elvis in the new movie?
Well, they made him as fat as they could.
Okay.
I mean, they put some padding on him. I liked Austin Butler. I liked his performance.
Well, now he's stuck in it. Is he eating like this?
Stop talking on this. Which I understand. He's like a sexy looking guy. And then you talk, oh yeah, hey there, mama. Oh, there, mama. And one way it's antiquated, right? But on the other side, right? You're kind of like, yeah, call me darling. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you crazy
Elvis,
boy.
this is what Elvis said. This is the longest Hero of the Week segment
Yeah,
ever.
it's so long,
I'm sorry. But he just said food is the only thing I get enjoyment from.
Yeah, it's sad though. You should have looked for it in the live.
Oh my God!
performances.
Even when he was in the hospital on a strict diet, he would call his chef Mary and ask her to smuggle in hot dogs and sauerkraut.
Come on, I should put it in my mouth. I can't move my hands. Okay. Come on, I want to put it in my teeth.
So Elvis's diet, you are Hero of the Week, anti-hero of the week. Either way, it's just so unbelievably impressive, but it is so sad as well because, again, it was just those 5 years there that he ate himself to death and then he died
to death
on the toilet.
That's how it goes.
It's one of the greatest of all time.
He earned that death, and I think that's important.
Could he still be alive?
You said, he would be 87 years old.
Wow.
Yep.
Is that nuts?
So let's do some listener emails. Basically, what I have here is I have one cool update, which is, why did all those children die with kites?
Dude, I had no idea. I know I got a bunch of DMs. I didn't know there were kite fighting. I didn't know that was a fucking thing.
I didn't know. And there's also a famous book called The Kite Runner that I remember when I was working at Borders, but I never read the book because it seemed boring at the time, but now it does seem interesting. But this is interesting. So they said apparently the kids in India, it is a common sport for kids in India to do competitive kite battles. And a lot of times what they do, they attach razor wire to a portion of the twine holding the kite so that they angle the rope so as the kites go, you could maybe snip off one of the other lines so the kite would float up to the sky, right? Where you'd go. And like the goal is you have a group of kites going and so that there's only one kite left, like King of the Hill.
Right. It does seem exceptionally dangerous now.
Well, now we know, but they say that it's such a part of their culture. This, according to some of our listeners, is that a lot of times the one thing that they do is they create like a slurry using broken glass and glue. They crush up a bunch of light bulbs and they make it real fine. It's sort of like it becomes this, and then they use glue.
It's like cat of nine tails.
Yes, and they put it on the line and it makes it super, super sharp, right? And it's like, it can really fuck things up.
Yeah.
But they said that one of these things that seems to be a vaguely common occurrence is that after one of these events, this razor wire is kind of left hanging from stuff sometimes. So they talk about, one listener wrote a story about like a guy on a scooter getting his neck fucking sliced open by a piece of wire, a piece of this kite wire that has been razor-fied hanging down. But like, they don't really do anything about it because they say that they want it to, it's such an important part of their culture that they don't know how to stop it.
If you bring razor wire to the beach, you leave with that razor wire.
That's what I'm saying.
How many times do I have to say it?
You bring your own razor wire. That's what I do everywhere I go.
With it.
Yeah. This is really crazy. People just. But yes, it's one of those things that you just have to be careful of when you're there. You got to keep your head in a swivel. I'm
going to say the thing that could solve all of this is just international battle bots.
I can't wait.
I haven't seen it either way.
No,
I searched.
That's how we fix CTE. That's how we fixed war. Because we just have, I do believe in sort of the kaiju / like giant mecha version of anime. And maybe what we should do is every country should have one giant robot. And then if we want to fight, the robots fight.
It's like that fantastic film. I'm totally blanking on the name.
Pacific Rim?
Pacific Rim.
But that was fighting a common enemy of an alien.
Yeah.
Right, versus, because I'm actually kind of interested because I'm wearing my Evangelion shirt today.
Oh, that is kind of interesting.
Do you like that?
Yes.
Yeah, you sit and watch it with me?
I would. I love it. Yeah.
Have you seen Evangelion?
Yeah, I watched it. When after Kevin passed, we watched all of Akira.
Yeah, you watched,
which was awesome.
Yeah.
And then
did you watch it? You didn't watch any Naruto or any of that.
No, I'm sorry, Naruto. That's what we watched.
Oh, you did watch Naruto.
Naruto, yes, because that's what he loved was Naruto.
Yeah.
And then, but before that, Holden was in an Evangelion phase, so we watched all of those. And it was cool. I mean, I sat there.
Mind open, dude. It's mind blowing, dude.
I didn't quite get blown from it.
Yeah, it's because you didn't fucking let it in, dog.
I got it.
You should watch it again, dude.
I get it.
Keep watching it, man.
Watch
until everybody leaves.
There's something when you're with Holden. Well, we love Holden. But there's something when he's like, yeah, this is going to blow your mind. Like, it immediately makes my brain, I put it to my brain together.
You just don't believe him.
I can't.
That's fine. I can understand.
You didn't believe me?
You didn't. But so next week, I'm going to cover a couple more of these little other emails. But we went, because again, we went real deep on the diet.
We really did do
But I do want to, last little listener email is referencing your last episode of Side Stories and Henry's inquiry into the size of redhead cum. As a bisexual dude who's a fan of the Ginger Clan and a bit of a man whore in my younger days, I can say with authority the following. Redhead dudes shoot the weakest loads. That's number one. Think of it as, they said, he said it's puddles. Is it just puddles?
Puddle sounds like it's not the weakest lode at all. It sounds like they created an entire puddle that could then have an aquifer that could then create duck life.
I view mine as sort of like a spill. And then
yeah, that's less than a puddle.
Yes. And then
why did he say that?
Number 2, redhead women are the diametric opposite. Their orgasms are the most juicy.
Ugh. First of all, I don't like the term juicy.
This is a listener. This is a listener wrote this to me to read to you.
I just don't think that he's like, if it creates a puddle of semen.
Well, no, it's a small puddle.
I think that maybe he wasn't with the right redhead. And I would invite that man over to my house.
Come on, check out his wares. Come on down, see what kind of juice Chris is slinging. He's been slinging thick old soup. You gotta go check out some of that ham soup. He's got them balls.
Oh yeah, the old.
Give him a lick.
I always call it my stinko soup. That's real nice.
And
there.
it's real nice. But I'll get to some real letters next week.
Great. Yeah, I sort of ambushed the entire episode there, but
no, I don't mind.
It is interesting though.
I will literally devote several episodes of side stories talking about his diet.
Yeah,
I would just go.
That's how it happened, though.
I would literally do what you just did again next week because of how excited it makes me.
It's a different time, huh?
Well, no, James Gandolfini died the same way, kind of.
Yeah, but he was never
carrying
skinny, and he was never like a sex symbol. Elvis gave it all up.
Women wanted him. But no, you'd say though, but even fat Elvis could sling it.
Oh,
when you
of
look
course.
at like
He's
those
still
guys,
Elvis.
Yeah, because you remember how like he began every concert by mouth kissing the entire front row of women.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think every single concert began like that. So
cool.
Women were ready to go.
Oh yeah, he was cool.
I've heard that he was not necessarily the most exceptional lover.
No, not towards the end.
Yeah,
he's full of bowels.
Yes.
He's full of peanut butter.
But at the same time, there's obviously, you got the weird stuff with, because technically Priscilla was like 12 or whatever. Right? Again, but that was when he was young and skinny.
There you go.
A different optic when she's 12 and he's 350 pounds. Come here, you're my daughter. Come here. And poor Lisa Marie, she's dead as well.
Dude, I was surprised how young she was.
Yeah, I know. It's very sad.
She's been famous, I guess, for a long time. Seems stressful.
Seems like she wanted to talk a little bit about the Wuhan leak, and she was shot down.
All right.
Yeah, we're ending a little controversial. So make sure you love
that controversial.
Your life. Make sure you love your career and hold it in high esteem, and you do everything possible to not lose it, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta laugh, and even within your laughter, you might destroy everything you've ever built and created because you wanted to make a single person in your sphere laugh.
There you go.
Right? And then you don't know. But that's why you've got to live. Live, because I did opposite.
Oh, you did it. Yeah.
You just got to live knowing for a fact that, it ain't that precious.
All right.
Right?
Well, thank you. Really, absolutely.
This has been great. This is a good episode.
One of our worst. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Hail yourselves. We'll talk to you soon.
Hail Satan.
Magustalations. Oh, we're bringing our stream back. Don't forget.
February 21st, 8 p.m. live for the Patreon. It's going to go on the YouTube for free after that. So, but we got to cut all the stuff. It's going to keep our account from being nuked because it is a bit of a baby monitor state over there.
It's a PG world. We're just living in it.
But actually, the world is startlingly NC-17.
Yes, it is.
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors, you can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.
Clorox Toilet Wand, it's all in one. Clorox Toilet Wand, it's all in one.
Hey, what does all in one mean?
The caddy, the wand, the preloaded pad. There's a cleaner in there, inside the pad.
So Clorox Toilet Wand is all I need to clean a toilet?
You don't need a bottle of solution to get into this toilet revolution. Clorox, clean feels good.
Use as directed.
Courage. I learned it from my adoptive mom. Hold my hand.
You hold my hand.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.